Why fewer creative tools make you a faster creative. Hello, Darren here, the Creative Minimalist, www.thecreativeminimalist.com. Let's talk about creativity and minimalism. We tend to assume that more tools equal more capability. But there's a different variable that actually drives speed in creative work: familiarity. The more tools you split your attention across, the less fluency you build with any of them. Today, I want to talk about why that matters and what it actually costs you. The startup cost nobody talks about. Every unfamiliar creative tool has a startup cost. Setup, navigation, second-guessing settings, watching a quick tutorial and then falling down the rabbit hole of YouTube. Before you've even made a single creative decision, you've already spent mental energy on the tool itself. However, the familiar tool has zero startup cost. You open it and you're already in the creative zone. That difference compounds across every session. It's not just time saved, it's momentum. And sessions that start with momentum tend to produce better work. Just think of a few examples. A music producer navigating a synthesizer by feel. A photographer who doesn't fumble with settings when the light is just right. A writer whose software disappears into the background. Automaticity and flow. There's a well-researched psychological state called creative flow. Total absorption, where the work seems to happen almost automatically. Automaticity. Now, I'm not going to show my ignorance by trying to pronounce this name, but research by this genius shows it's most accessible when your skill level is high enough that the mechanics of what you're doing become automatic. Automaticity, when the mechanical side of whatever creative tool you're using is internalized, it stops drawing on conscious attention. It's like creative muscle memory. The creative thinking can operate at full capacity. This is what experienced creatives mean when they say a tool just gets out of the way. You can't internalize 10 tools at once. Depth with fewer gets you to automaticity. Breadth keeps you at the learning stage indefinitely. Just think of a few more examples. When the musician stops thinking about the chord shapes. When the painter stops calculating the mix. When the editor finds the cut by instinct, not by searching for the shortcut. The compounding return of going deep. It's simple math. 500 hours with one creative tool builds a foundation. 500 hours split across 10 tools gives you 50 hours with each. Perhaps enough to get started, but not enough to become fluent. Fluency, or being in the creative flow, is where the interesting creative decisions happen. It's where you stop asking, how do I do this? And start asking, what should this be? The shift from mechanics to meaning is where creativity lives. Some examples. A writer who knows their editing tool's structural features. A filmmaker with a deep intuition for their timeline software. An illustrator who knows exactly what a limited palette can and can't do. So, how about an honest audit? How many tools did you actually use in the last month? Not ones you own, ones you used. For most people, and yes, Darren, that's a small number. Those are your core tools, our core tools. Go deeper with them. Mastery isn't about owning fewer things. It's about knowing fewer things well enough that they stop slowing you down. I'm off to favourite some of my music plugins and be a true creative minimalist. Stay safe, create, and I'll see you soon. Bye.